Let's get to the video, man. God, leave this shit loud.
Well, I love you dearly.
Back in the day when I was...
And joining me right now is the greatest WWE superstar of all time. That's well established. She is a future women's world champion. That's going to happen at WrestleMania. But on the road to WrestleMania, we're going to see her here in Houston at the Toyota Center on April the 6th. And it's going to be streaming live on Netflix around the world for everybody to watch. It is the one. It is the only. It is the often imitated but never duplicated. It is Liv Morgan. Liv, how are you?
You ate that. Thank you.
I'm trying. I got to give you an intro that's worthy of Liv Morgan.
You ate that. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Look. Last time I talked to you, you weren't sure. You weren't sure where you were going with WrestleMania. You were thinking Jade. Maybe we were going to go Stephanie. You said, I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to see. And then you made the decision. Stephanie Vaquer, La Primera. Why was that the decision? Why did you go for Stephanie?
I went for Stephanie for a multitude of reasons. One, she put her hands on Daddy Dom. Two, she is terrorizing my sister Raquel Rodriguez. Three, she tried to embarrass me and diminish all my hard work and accomplishments over the last 12 years of my career. And so I am excited to personally inform her at WrestleMania.
She told you, Stephanie, you was easy work. Like you was the more easier match. So she said, I'm just gonna beat up on Stephanie and win my title back because she easy work. She ain't nothing to me. Basically what she said. But yeah, Stephanie, man, it's gonna be a tough April for you. So I hope you're ready. Unfortunately, you're gonna lose your belt, but don't worry. Maybe you will bounce back a couple years from now. I don't know when you're gonna get the belt back, but hey, man, hopefully Triple H's got something planned for you. Got something in store, and so as though you can still be in the spotlight at we take that belt from you. But ain't no personal hard feelings. We gotta do what we gotta do. My client is coming to collect. Just letting you know. Yeah, man. Hopefully you bounce back from this.
It's kind of crazy when you just said that 12 years. The journey's been in WWE.
12 years.
I remember coming in as part of the Riot Squad when you did the main roster debut. I think right after. Was that in Houston? I think that may have even been in Houston right after Survivor Series.
It was. It was
in Houston, Texas. And now here you are marching back through this city on the road to WrestleMania. Have you taken time to think about the journey? Do you think about it a lot?
Always. I think about the journey every single day. I think about the journey every single Monday that I'm at Raw. And I'm proud of my journey. I feel like everything is so much sweeter because it was on my time and I did it my way. And I've always honored and stayed true to myself the entire time. And it's funny because, Stephanie says, you've had the best of the best for your whole career, which is true. But the flip side of that is Stephanie, there's no way she would have lasted 12 years in WWE. If she would have been gone. There's no way she's lasting 12 years in WWE like I did. So it's she should be thankful. She should be thankful that it took her so long to get here, because if not, she would have already been gone. This match at WrestleMania wouldn't even exist because she would have blessed it.
Yo, I'm basically the Liv Morgan translator, so my bad for keep pausing. Basically, she said, Stephanie, you should be grateful that you even get to walk in her presence. The great Liv Morgan. This is what she's saying. If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be getting no WrestleMania match. My dog, that's what she's saying. She's saying you need to be grateful for Liv Morgan, because if it wasn't for Liv Morgan, you would not have no WrestleMania show. You wouldn't be wrestling at WrestleMania. They would have had you off the card, man. She said you wouldn't last 12 years, basically saying your wrestling skills is not that great. My bad. I'm just a translator. I'm only translating what she's saying. Don't get mad at me. It's not. But yeah, man. Let's continue.
That's me.
Well, so what do you chalk that up to? How have you lasted 12 years? I mean, what has been the secret to the Liv Morgan success train?
Ooh. You know what? I don't even know. I don't even know.
Persistence, maybe? Just
persistence, heart and grit. I want to say that, but I I know that Stephanie has persistence and heart and grit. So I can't settle with that being my answer because I know that she also has all those things. I'm not going to take that away from her. But I think I maybe just had something a little extra special that Stephanie just does not have.
Well, you got a love for the game, right? You started as a fan, and this is kind of embedded.
I was just a fan in the stands.
Yeah, yeah. What do you remember? What your first show was? Did you go to shows before you?
Yeah, I did go to shows. I don't remember what my first show was, but my last show was Extreme Rules 2014. I sat front row with Joe DeFranco, and I already knew that I was heading over to WWE. Obviously, like no one else knew, none of the performers in the ring knew, but I remember sitting front row and just watching everyone and just being like, I'm about to do this. Like in a couple months' time, I'm going to be in that ring doing what I've watched my whole entire life. And so that was a very surreal moment for me during my last show as a fan, just really acknowledging that my whole life was about to change.
Crazy.
Right, and then bam, there you go. You go.
Bam.
You go through the NXT roster. I mean, and you come into the main roster, and then, like I said, the last time I talked to you, like the last 2 years, I really feel like you've been the MVP of the women's division, and I mean that.
Hey.
I mean that sincerely, though. I mean, I remember you just seem like you have like a let's go attitude, or whether it's in the ring, no matter who you're working with, like let's do it, let's just go for it. I mean, look, everybody's probably
you have to, like you quite literally have to. You have to. If you're not going for it, what are you doing? If
what are you doing?
Going for it.
Go for it.
Quite literally, I don't know what the you're doing because you have to go for it. You have to go for it, and if you're not going to go for it as hard as I'm going to go for it, that's why I'm better than you.
Well, but my question would be this: like you go for it, and now you found yourself in the position that you've always wanted to be in. You've won the women's championship before. You're going to be one of the spotlight matches, one of the main event attractions at Wrestlemania this year. You're going to walk out with the championship. We already know this is going to happen. I got nothing to say, but look, we know what's going to happen, right?
We got the script already, right? We already know what's about to happen. Liv Morgan deserved this moment. My GOAT been the MVP for she been the MVP of the women's division for so long now. You know what I'm saying? My top client, this is what we do. We don't settle for nothing less. Stephanie Vaquer about to get this work at WrestleMania. Then we gonna come back on Monday Night Raw and we gonna have our promo. You get what I'm saying? And everybody in the women's division gonna have to bow down and realize that it's a new sheriff in town. She go by the name of Liv Morgan. She in her prime. We just getting started, chat. Y'all do know this, right? Okay, I just want to make sure y'all know.
It's gonna be.
We know it's true. We know it's true.
It's not. I'm saying facts here, but you also have so much else going on, and the exposure in WWE has gotten you into film, into television stuff. Was that ever an aspiration, or was that just an opportunity that came out of the love of the game that you're like, okay, let's go?
I think it was a love that developed over time during my tenure here at WWE. Just loving performing, loving acting, loving being a character. And so I feel like it kind of just like cultivated my love for that over time. And then just wanting to maybe see what I can do in that space. I want to just see if I could, transfer over to this world of, traditional television and film. And WWE was just so gracious enough to kind of help me out and let me try to spread my wings a little bit and dip my toes in that space. And so it's been really fun and amazing. I've got Murdered by Chucky, which is like so iconic. I have my film Bad Lieutenant coming out in a couple of months. And
we in movies,
also the grace of WWE allowing me to...
Chat, we a jack of all trades. Don't ever think we a one-trick pony. We in movies now? We in movies. We got Murdered by Chucky. When y'all ever got murdered by Chucky? Exactly. You don't know what that feel like. But we in movies? Yo, this is insane. This is Liv. This is why you my top client. You always you always got something going on. My top client is literally doing her thing right now. She about to win the championship at WrestleMania. She got a new movie coming out. We just a superstar of WWE. Forget just the women's division. We just a superstar on the roster. I'm just telling you, like we got it going on right now. It's crazy, man. Y'all gonna have to get used to this, man. She only 30 years old. We just getting started, baby. Don't even worry about it. Let's go, Liv.
How great I can be. And so I'm excited. I hope to do more. As long as my WWE schedule allows it, of course, because I feel like after WrestleMania, your girl is going to be busy.
You're going to be busy. You're going to be busy and booked after Mania.
For sure.
I always think that pro wrestling is the ultimate entertainment boot camp, right? Because you learn how to think about character, how to think about psychology. Everything. To camera angles, promos, one take, live audience, television audience, backstages. You have to hit your mark, hit your times. It's like the ultimate entertainment boot camp to where I almost think that when you go into a film set, and look, Bad Lieutenant Tokyo, this is Neon is the distributor. That's the same, film house that had Nora last year.
Nora swept the Oscars. Iconic. Yeah. It's iconic. We were all so excited about it.
Yeah, you should be. I mean, it's great. It's amazing. But I feel like when you go to film set, is it almost a little too slow? Like, because you're like, you got to sit, you got to wait.
Very different pacing. WWE, I'm running around all day long. I'm doing something all day long. Filming on a film set, it's like, hurry up, and then wait. It's like we have these early call times. We have to be hair and makeup ready at this specific time. But then, they're not ready for you yet. So you're kind of waiting for like 5-6 hours. Adrenaline goes down, energy goes down. You're kind of feeling like emotionally cold. And then all of a sudden they're like, all right, let's go. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to go film this really emotionally driven scene. And I've been sitting in my dressing room for 7 hours, and so it's a different preparation. It's a different pacing. But in the same token, I do feel like all of my WWE experience has made me super comfortable in the environment. Like when I'm getting the opportunity to do acting and I'm on set, I feel like I'm doing like a backstage for WWE. The environment feels very same. I feel like we kind of don't really understand all the tools that WWE gives us until we are in a different environment and get to use them.
Oh, absolutely. And to me, but I guess also with film, they say pain is temporary, film is forever. And then with, so you have to nail it on the day on a film set, whereas WWE, maybe the match doesn't go exactly how you want. Well, you got another Monday Night Raw coming next week and I can get get my lick back, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, but that live kind of works because it puts you in a headspace. Like I have one opportunity to get this right. You know what I mean? In film, you have the luxury of, okay, we'll shoot another. But I have such a mindset of one and done, And so I feel like that is helpful to a degree, just because I'm going all in. Maybe I could do another take and maybe it could be even better, but my first one's going to be great because that's what I've been trained to do.
Yeah, do it in one. Bruce Pritchard a long time ago told me you can't go wrong if it's live, right? You have to go out there and have the one take.
It is what it is.
Whatever happens.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I'm gonna bring up a name, and I hope it's not a sensitive subject for you.
Okay, let's see.
Because I talked to Dom last week.
Why would that be sensitive?
No, not Dom. That's not who I'm gonna bring up. Okay, I'm going to bring up, I talked to him last week, but I was thinking about Danhausen, right? I'm thinking about Danhausen. And what are your feelings on Danhausen and what happened with Daddy Dom?
Danhausen could have come in to WWE and I wouldn't really have, I would have been happy for him. Wow, what an amazing opportunity. But right away, he wants to curse Daddy Dom and cause all this friction and trouble and chaos and confusion and paranoia. So I want him away from me. I want him away from the Judgment Day. I want him 1,000 feet away from the clubhouse at all times.
Danhausen, you cursed and yelled at Dominic Mysterio. Great job, Danhausen. I don't know who you are, but great job. Is Danhausen the guy that be putting on all that face paint, huh? I think I know who he is now. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to Danhausen, man. I can't believe you did that. That was an amazing job by you. Actually, do it again. As a matter of fact, whenever you get around Dominic Mysterio, again, just yell at him for no reason. You get what I'm saying? So.
I have no interest in that man, and I hope he never approaches me. I hope he never comes up to me. I hope he never tries to look me in my eye. I hope he stays away from Daddy Dom. And that's really it. You know I said a lot right there, but really, I don't mind the guy, but he does have to stay away from the Judgment Day.
1,000-foot rule at all times. Keep your distance, and we won't have any problems. Don't start none. There won't be none with Liv Morgan. That's what you're saying.
I mean, I can easily pull another Liv Morgan revenge tour out of my bag, you know. So if I were Danhausen, you know, you should know I will spend 1 year of my life making your life miserable. So
it will happen. It will happen. Now, Dom also told me that he's willing to put the hair and the mustache on the line against Penta to get his IC title back. Now, do you have a conversation with him before that kind of declaration is made? Because he's got some luscious locks.
Daddy Dom does have some luscious locks, and he has perhaps the world's greatest mustache ever. It is envied. It is envied across the world. You should see how grown men react to him. It's insane. They want to be Dominic.
But nobody want to be that bum. First of all, Dominic Mysterio is probably one of the worst wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. He can't wrestle. His mustache is horrible. And he ain't got no swag. I can't believe last interview, Liv, you said Dominic Mysterio have swag. Swag? I can't believe those words came out of your mouth. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a joke. When I realized she wasn't joking and she was dead serious, I was like, oh my goodness, man, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But Dominic Mysterio is severely overrated. I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe this. You should be the Dominic. You low key should be thanking Rey Mysterio for all of this publicity you're getting. Because if Rey Mysterio won your pops, you wouldn't be getting overrated like that. You probably would still be in the WWE, but man, you wouldn't be getting this much hype. I ain't gonna lie, Dominic, you suck. Am I hating, chat? My bad. Let me dial back on the hating. You still trash, though. It is what it is. It be like that.
We talked about it, and pretty much, he's a grown man. You know, like always, I let Daddy Dom be Daddy Dom. He can do whatever he wants. I'm so confident in him. I'm not even, considering or worried about him losing his luscious locks or mustache. But he's so handsome that even if that were the case, he'd still eat. So honestly, it's like, where do you really lose there? I don't know that you do.
Yeah, he's a good-looking cat. We all know that. Before I let you out of here, again, you're going to be here in Houston, Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix, Toyota Center. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com, April the 6th. Once you win the Women's World title at WrestleMania, you have the after party, you have the victory, everything, the champagne is flowing, the night is amazing. You have Monday Night Raw the next night. Is there somebody who you would like to face and defend your championship against next? Is it Natty? Is it Maxine? Is it, the list goes on and on. Is there somebody who you'd like to lock horns with?
I'm not wanting anything. I'm not wanting for anything.
We ain't chasing nobody. They chasing us.
Everyone else is going to be wanting
for
the Liv Morgan. And so with that being said, I'm a very generous, charitable woman. I will defend my title against anyone that comes knocking on my door. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, I think that I'm the desired one, not the one doing the desiring.
Love it. Well, you know what, Liv, I mean this sincerely. Congratulations on everything that's going on in your career right now. You've been the MVP. I can't wait to see Bad Lieutenant and whatever comes out next after that. But you're going to be on the world title run. You're going to rival every world championship victory. It's going to be the WrestleMania moment, the biggest one of all time at WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas, Nevada.
You know ball, Brad. You know ball. I appreciate you.
Look. We understand, right? Fisherman recognize another fisherman. So, Liv Morgan, I appreciate you for taking the time. Congratulations again on everything.
Thank you.
Shout out to Brad Gilmore, man. This was an amazing interview. Shout out to my GOAT, Liv Morgan. You already know that after we win this world title, we going on tour. You get what I'm saying? I know it's gonna be a whole bunch. My client gonna be busy after WrestleMania. It's gonna be a whole bunch of people trying to get an interview in. Y'all gonna have to wait one at a time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to wait in line. And then there's gonna be everybody else gonna try to challenge us, try to take our title and stuff like that. You already know. We already know Rhea Ripley gonna try to. She gonna try her big one. It ain't gonna work though. You get what I'm saying? I mean, she already gonna have a title because she about to be Jade at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, Jade is another one of my clients. But unfortunately, Triple H got other plans. I already know. I don't need to see the match. I know Jade is gonna lose. But we about to get out of here, man. If y'all enjoyed that reaction video, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to Reality of Wrestling. This was an amazing interview. And yeah, man, let me know what other WWE videos y'all want me to react to next. I got y'all, man. I'm out of here.